Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader and in this video, well, let's take a look at the tariff effect today. That is S&P 500, Nasdaq 100, Palantir, Tesla, Nvidia, AMD and SOFI are the stocks we are taking a look at in this video. Now, market is collapsing. S&P 500, Nasdaq 100 and we'll take a look at where until the next areas of importance, at least that's going to act as a magnet. What are those areas and how low can things keep going? Now, at the same time, though, there are some stocks and some of them I have picked up in today's list as well that are still fairly doing fine compared to the rest of the market and hasn't really been decimated. So we'll take a look at all of that in this video. Now, before that, I also want to let you know, none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. All right. Okay. S&P 500. Let's start off here. Now, look, overall structure remains negative. We are still in the downtrend. All right. This is also yesterday, in the post market, I talked about all of this. And today we couldn't regain any of the level aboves for a rebound. So that means it just continues to be a short play. It's still negative. It's still in the downtrend. It's still short, right? Let's get to the weekly interval, because weekly interval will put much more situation in perspective. And you can see that we have a wick right into that blue box, and we have a lower high on the weekly interval as well. So nothing has changed. We are in the ongoing downtrend, and we are still in the downtrend. Any situation as it was building for any potential stabilization before tariffs, well, that's all disappeared, right? Magnet right now is 524 area, and I won't be surprised if S&P 500 comes down to 200 weeks moving average close to 474 maybe, or around that, I mean, right? But that will be interesting, because if let's a little bit go back, I'm on the weekly interval, as you know. Let's go back to 2022 when market was falling. All right, and we tested 200 weeks moving average, and after we started to get bought back up. Now this could relate to very closely around somewhere 479 area. That's a possibility, that because 200 weeks moving average plus also this is a very good important zone of area, right? Zone of importance. Okay, so this can be a magnet if we lose 524, if we don't see any stabilization there, which will take more than 2 weeks before any stabilization builds up. We have a room to test this area around. Okay, that will be 477 around, so 480, 477, that's a likelihood. 200 weeks moving average by then will little bit move, we'll see, but this still remains the zone of high importance right now. So yes, we're in the downtrend, guys. At this point, nothing to watch on the uptrend. And let's take a look at the intraday levels. What are the things to watch? Let's get to the hourly interval. Yeah, you can see we just rejected underneath of our significant level, just closer by. All right, and yeah, we're in the downtrend again. Will still remain weak as long as we are even intraday below 542. Nothing to see on an uptrend if we stay below 542, even intraday is what I'm saying. So yeah, right now things are very dire. But as I said, there are some stocks in today's list as well that are not that bad. We'll talk about those. Nasdaq 100 is the bad one actually. So this thing is also looking very bad. It came to our magnet, the magnet that I provided you after 496 area. I said that the next magnet would be 448, and we are getting very close to that. Right now, I'm not seeing any signs that it's going to stabilize here. I'm just seeing a complete downtrend, nothing more than that. And as if we lose 447, let's get to the weekly interval. What are the next possible areas on Nasdaq 100? 200 weeks moving average again is the possibility, just like in 2022 we had that, and which will bring us quite low. 393 is the area. This is a zone. Let's see if it gets absorbed in 394 to $400 area, but that's the magnet, the next one. Okay, so yeah, right now we are heading lower, and I won't be surprised if we come down to $400 almost. That's 50 points lower on Nasdaq 100 from here. No uptrend on this. We are in the downtrend. 466 below will just still remain weak. If any rebound has to build up, Well, we'll have to at least get above 457, otherwise no. 457 to 460 above is where we need to get up before any structure on at least near term intraday will start to form in an uptrend. Otherwise no, we're just in the downtrend, full on in the downtrend still. All right, the next one is Palantir. Palantir surprisingly is doing very well, guys. Now it has a little bit of isolation from tariffs. It's very nationalistic type of stock. Well, when I say nationalistic, I mean very central to a country. All right, and so it's less affected by tariff, and it's doing fairly fine. It's fairly fine compared to the market. It's still struggling to go back in an uptrend though. Now, anyhow, if we start to lose $81, it's gonna come lower. 64 with the magnet. For an uptrend, we'll have to go to the hourly interval because it's going sideways right now. And it's going choppy sideways. Intraday is what you can trade for an uptrend intraday only. 84 and 81 cents above some uptrend is possible. If we don't get above that, you should stay away on an uptrend. You should still intraday, at least weakness will continue then. So it's really doing better than the rest of the market though right now. Okay, so that's that. Okay, Tesla. So Tesla is another one that is doing fairly well, and I told you guys it's doing fairly well compared to the rest of the market, even though I'm surprised that tariffs is not affecting Tesla, but it is doing fairly fine, and that's why technicals are important. And Tesla still right now remains in a good structure for us. It's still holding the pivot, still holding directional support, didn't lose 253 at this point. If it would have lost it now again after tariffs, it would have been problem. And I was expecting actually that we might see much more downside on Tesla. But if I show you on the hourly interval, Tesla even gapped up in our pre-market today. Look at this beauty, right? It came down, got bought back up again. Tesla is fairly well doing, guys, compared to how market is doing, right? Now, what to watch intraday? At this point, as I said, multi-day we are still in an uptrend, and we will remain multi-day in an uptrend as long as we hold above at least all like 261 area. We need to hold above it. Above this, we are just fine. Pullbacks uptrend, straight from here uptrend. If we lose 261, that's where the problem is. That's where the weakness is. That's where the start of the break of the structure is again, right, in the near term intraday. And definitely if we lose 252 overall, that bottom area, that's an overall daily level structure break, but 262 will start to already bring the weakness from the near term intraday is what I'm trying to say. And Tesla on the weekly interval is still fairly well, guys. Look at, still it's closing weak nicely. It's not bad. It's not bad right now, at least where the price action is. All right, the next one is Nvidia. Now, Nvidia is the one that is not doing well. Not doing well. It's proper in the downtrend. 97 to $99 is the magnet. Now that's a very important zone. We do have two big touchdowns of previous demand zones. So if Nvidia can stabilize it, it will have to be somewhere here. If it doesn't, it's going to open up more weakness, right? Downside. Wow, that we'll see. If 200 weeks moving average $65, wow. If we start to lose this zone of like $90 area. So let's see, right now it's in the downtrend. Nothing has really changed on Nvidia, and we are still in the downtrend though. Let's take a look at the hourly interval as well. And yeah, it's just in the downtrend, guys. If any even structure intraday, at least from multi-day, has to start to turn around in an uptrend, we'll have to get above and close a day above 104 and 77 cents. Otherwise, no. Okay. The next one is AMD, and then we'll take a look at SOFI. AMD is also in a big trouble. Now we'll have to adjust the levels on my tools. Again, if you are a member, you know what to do. You have access to my tools and you know how to adjust the levels. I'm just going to move the timeline back, and it will give it's the next, pretty much the areas I have identified already with you is like $78 almost. Let me actually, yeah, that's the one. But yeah, that will start to become a magnet, and it's in the downtrend. It's losing that. It lost it already. So magnet is 78. Technically, I know it sounds very bad, but that's the magnet right now, and 89 is in the midway. So the near term downside is what we are looking at. AMD from where we are will not start to form an uptrend structure as long as we are below 97 and 24 cents from where we are right now. So yeah, it's not looking good. AMD is just in the downtrend very badly actually right now. Okay, SOFI is the next one, and SOFI is also broken the structure really badly. 200 weeks moving average is what we lost. I did talk with the members yesterday, provided this very scenario to the members yesterday. You can check out the details if you have if you need access to my tools, and other stocks coverage details are in the description of this video. At this point, yes, SOFI is getting at a very critical level of $10, and if we lose it, it's just a bigger problem. Let's get to the weekly interval first actually. So it's an important level, guys. This level, very $10 level. If SOFI loses it, it's again over. And it's gonna be, yeah, then we are looking at the level like $8 on SOFI if we lose $10. So let me actually mark it here. That will start to become a magnet on SOFI. And if any uptrend has to form, intraday at least to begin with, well, wow. Yeah, no, well, okay. If we can get above $10.85, some rebound can build up, but intraday bullish strength will not come as long as we are below $11.30 from where we are right now. So, yeah. So we are, yeah, SOFI has also negativeness. Well, I have been saying all of this already and talking with the members. I gave these plays to the members, and then I gave these plays as we've been talking about it, and here we go. All right, that's all I had for you guys in this video, and with that, I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Take care. Bye.